Sitting atop this chilly velvet throne of isolation, polished emerald tiaras cannot ease my throbbing head. Governing an imaginary kingdom of utter desolation, pacing across expensive carpets dyed in synthetic red. My superficial status feels like a golden prison cell, smothering my authenticity within this high society hell. Behold, daughter, how material rulers construct false prestige, wearing expensive garments woven from the threads of greed. They lock the innocent citizens inside an economic siege, ignoring the basic necessities that the humble people need. But divine authority outlasts their temporary clay fortresses, scattering the arrogant monarchs and their deceptive sorceresses. Heavy jewels pulling my fragile neck downward today. Let the celestial fire burn their paper status away, standing outside the boundaries of their corrupt dominion. Hollow crown tumbling down into the dusty courtyard gravel. Watch the artificial hierarchies of Babylon completely unravel. The mouth organ executes a majestic, mournful blues bend, signaling that their tyrannical era is approaching its end. Stomp your feet proudly to this slow, heavy roots cadence, reclaiming our spiritual heritage from their material decadence. The political aristocrats sell illusionary titles for power, exploiting the labor of the poor from morning until night, building massive monuments that crumble hour after hour, attempting to extinguish the internal revolutionary light. But the voice of the elders shall resonate across the nation, guiding the youth toward a magnificent total liberation. I allow my genuine soul to be bartered for a title, posing for global cameras while my interior world dies, realizing too late that celebrity is completely unvital, buried under an avalanche of unexpressed foolish pride. But your grounding acoustics can provide a therapeutic remedy, restoring my fractured consciousness to absolute harmony. Velvet drapes suffocate in the fresh air outside. Discover the sanctuary where the righteous elements abide, stripping away the vanity that pollutes our imagination. Hollow crown tumbling down into the dusty courtyard gravel. Watch the artificial hierarchies of Babylon completely unravel. The mouth organ executes a majestic, mournful blues bend, signaling that their tyrannical era is approaching its end. Stomp your feet proudly to this slow, heavy roots cadence, reclaiming our spiritual heritage from their material decadence. Superficial matrix town, I am finally permanently laying this heavy clean, unpolluted mind, leaving their plastic decorations and titles far behind. Our combined energy fractures the governor's iron shield, just a hollow crown shattering into dust. Put your absolute trust in what is natural and just. The sound of real freedom is beginning to ring. Hollow crown tumbling down to the dusty courtyard gravel. Watch the artificial hierarchies of Babylon completely unravel. The mouth organ executes a majestic, mournful blues bend, signaling that their tyrannical era is approaching its end. Stomp your feet proudly to this slow, heavy roots cadence, reclaiming our spiritual heritage from their material decadence. Let it fall, no more fake royalty from me. Selassie guidance, total tranquility. Let it be. Incense residue coats the bronze candelabra stand, stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar attic apartment floor. Clutching an expired passport tightly in my trembling hand, listening to the persistent wind rattle the balcony screen door. My biological clock is ticking away with a terrifying speed, searching for a genuine friend to satisfy my emotional need. Fear not the cloudy atmospheric pressure of this dense metropolis area, where artificial neon signs compete with the brilliance of stars. Do not allow their systemic propaganda to expand your criteria. Keep your focus centered, ignoring their visible and invisible bars. The natural fruits of the vegetation shall provide ample nutrition, guiding your wandering spirit toward its ultimate righteous mission. Yellowed photographs curling slowly inside the iron fireplace grate. Let the celestial vibration decide your upcoming terrestrial fate. Floating safely upon a warm, aromatic acoustic vapor stream. Amber smoke rising lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky, soothing the exhausted minds of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting, slow burning trill, assuring our heavy hearts that the universe is standing still. Nod into this infectious low tempo roots pocket tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light. The colonial administrators distribute synthetic narcotics below, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent energy of the population. But the underground resistance network continues to steadily grow, armed with the unshakable principles of tribal self-determination. The massive financial institutions shall eventually crumble to dust as we establish a new foundation that is completely natural and just. I allowed my authentic perspective to be anchored to an illusion, chasing phantom validation through the noisy, crowded ballroom halls, wrapping my fragile identity in a shroud of absolute confusion, pacing restlessly while shouting at the cold concrete walls. But your grounding guitar skank offers a sudden therapeutic relief, an unexpected botanical medicine that diminishes my sharp grief. Orange lanterns flickering as the morning hour draws near. Baba, let the divine trumpet banish every ounce of your earthly fear, realigning our internal biological frequencies with the cosmos. Amber smoke rising lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky, soothing the exhausted minds of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting, slow burning trill, assuring our heavy hearts that the universe is standing still. Not yetching to this infectious, low tempo roots pocket tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light. I can perceive the hidden dangers that beneath their promises lurk. True independence begins when their corporate matrix is ignored, discovering an internal peace that cannot be bought or stored. Our combined spiritual energy outlasts their temporary concrete towers. Just amber smoke clearing my cluttered brain, washing your temple clean like a fresh summer rain. The morning sun is preparing to pierce the heavy mist. Amber smoke rising lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky, soothing the exhausted minds of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting, slow burning trill, assuring our heavy hearts that the universe is standing still. Nod your chin to this infectious, low tempo roots pocket tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light. Incense residue coats the bronze candelabra stand, stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar attic apartment floor, clutching an expired passport tightly in my trembling hand, listening to the persistent wind rattle the balcony screen door. My biological clock is ticking away with a terrifying speed, searching for a genuine fur to satisfy my emotion. cosmetic bottles against the bathroom tiles, refusing to follow the superficial regulations they prescribe. This internal compass stretches out for miles and miles, separating myself permanently from their compliance tribe. They wanted to transform my wild soul into a predictable product, subjecting my artistry to their sterile codes of conduct. Stand firm, courageous daughter, do not let them break your stride. The oppressor's authority is just a temporary paper shield. Keep your revolutionary dignity burning brightly inside. Never to their automated, synthetic supremacy yield. The historical timeline belongs to the fearless and the free, who dare to challenge the boundaries of their corrupt decree. Clenched fists shaking at the television screen, exposing the systemic malice that operates unseen, marching forward with an unshakable inner conviction. Serene rebellion rising quietly through the stormy night, swaying gracefully until the arrival of the morning light. The mouth organ unleashes an unpolished screeching wail, proving that grassroots determination will never fail. Stomp your combat boots loudly to the heavy rockers beat, claiming back our sovereign autonomy on this crowded street. The colonial administrators distribute economic poison below, hoping to pacify the natural insurgent energy of the youth. But the underground coalition continues to steadily grow, armed with the ultimate weapon of absolute spiritual truth. Hey, the massive fortresses of Babylon shall crumble to the floor as justice knocks forcefully upon the down-presser's door. I used to hide my political frustrations under a fashionable mask, playing the submissive role that the corporate executives demanded. But completing their superficial assignments became an exhausting task, leaving my psychological equilibrium completely stranded. Now I unleash my unfiltered outrage through this acoustic song, reclaiming the primitive power that belonged to me all along. Hey, barbed wire fences cutting through the emerald grass, watch the tyrannical kingdom shatter like cheap glass, breaking the chains of psychological manipulation. Today, serene rebellion rising quietly through the stormy night, swaying gracefully until the arrival of the morning light. The mouth organ unleashes an unpolished screeching wail, proving that grassroots determination will never fail. Stomp, stomp, stomp your combat boots loud to the heavy rockers beat, claiming back our sovereign autonomy on this crowded street. I am ready to wage a peaceful psychological war. Total liberation requires absolute fearless audacity, expanding my emotional reservoir to its maximum capacity. We stand completely unbothered by serene rebellion, changing the structure now, rearranging the pieces, making them humbly bow. The fire of freedom cannot be extinguished by water. Serene rebellion, rising quietly through the stormy night, swaying gracefully until the arrival of the morning light. The mouth organ unleashes an unpolished screeching wave, proving that grassroots determination will never fail. Stomp your combat boots loudly to the heavy rockers beat, claiming back our sovereign autonomy on this crowded street. Yeah, let it rise, no more submission, no more fear. Righteousness triumph over wickedness, the hour is near. Cosmetic products from my face, shedding the glamorous silk apparel that suffocated my lungs. Tired of performing choreography in their competitive race, biting the tip of my defensive sharp tongue.
My exposed skin feels incredibly chilly in the morning air,
as I dismantle the artificial personas I used to wear.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global system rewards deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear a corporate mask.
But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, pure creation.
My ribcage houses an unshielded vibrating core.
Let the positive frequencies enter through your door, shedding the protective armor we constructed out of fear. Naked heart, pulsing openly beneath the tropical solar ray, curing the psychological damage of every industrial weekday.
The mouth organ executes an unvarnished,
authentic cry, lifting our collective spirits up into the open sky.
Stomp your bare feet
to this minimal organic roots bounce,
as we watch the vanities
of the material world denounce.
The colonial administrators distribute electronic illusions below, hoping to domesticate the wild instinctual nature of the youth. But underground networks of consciousness continue to steadily grow,
armed with the primal weapon of absolute biological truth. The concrete skyscrapers of Babylon shall crumble to the floor when human kindness replaces their insatiable lust for more. I bartered my internal equilibrium for temporary mainstream fame, posing for flashing lenses while suffocating from intense stress, realizing too late that celebrity is just a dangerous game, an engineered labyrinth of absolute loneliness. But your simple acoustic cadence provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated elevated spirits to its primary foundation.
Clay pottery baking under the scorching afternoon sun.
The liberation of your interior mind has already begun.
Walking proudly together
Across the rocky coastlines and naked heart, openly beneath the tropical solar ray,
curing the
psychological damage of every industrial weekday.
The mouth organ executes an unvarnished
Authentic cry, lifting our collective spirits up into the open sky.
Stomp your bare feet
To this minimal organic roots bounce,
as we watch the vanities
of the material world denounce.
erase the historical titles.
I'm finally experiencing
A state of absolute serenity.
true wealth is the amount of love you can openly give.
Discovering a magnificent
Honest reason to live. Our unmasked voices break their psychological spells.
just a naked heart,
Standing firmly on the soil,
avoiding their deceit.
the unvarnished truth is all we possess. Naked heart,
Openly
beneath the tropical solar ray, curing the psychological damage of every industrial weekday.
the mouth organ executes
An unvarnished, authentic cry, lifting our collective spirits up into the open sky.
Stomp your bare feet
To this minimal organic roots bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce. Yes, my naked, unshielded heart, keep it pure, people, let the new life start. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of an empty porcelain cup. Neon avenues illuminate this dark, smoky cabaret room. Silently watching as the final midnight curtain goes up, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. Heavy condensation beats upon the glass window pane as I listen to the rhythmic drumming of the autumn rain.
Do not allow your perspective to be permanently paralyzed by fear. Every environmental storm is temporary. Every cloud must disappear. The voice of the Almighty is always standing remarkably near. Walk gracefully across the rocky paths that test your stride. Let cosmic wisdom become your ultimate, unshakable internal guide. The material riches of Babylon are destined to completely decay.
Paper airplanes carrying my unexpressed secret desires.
Fan the smoldering embers of your interior.
Spiritual fires floating along on an invisible crimson dust settling softly upon the cow fragile, tired bodies feeling me. The mouth organ executes a delightful smooth sonic twist, dispersing every single ounce of heavy systemic morning mist. Bounce to the bassline, let the rhythm take the wheel tonight, healing the internal fractures until the arrival of morning light.
The greedy modern barons trade paper notes for global control, building massive towers that block the emerald countryside view, exploiting the labor of the youth, suffocating the human soul, forgetting the natural laws that are forever beautifully true. But the collective consciousness continues to steadily grow, spreading global revolution wherever the trade winds blow.
I used to gamble with my affection in the dark cabaret hall, trading real intimacy for a temporary, volatile kind of thrill, pacing restlessly while watching the autumn leaves outside fall, leaving my internal sanctuary completely freezing cold and still.
But your acoustic vibration brings a sudden, unexpected medicine, cleansing my consciousness from the darkness I was previously in.
Scarlet lanterns flickering as the morning hour nears.
Let the celestial trumpet
Banish your earthly anxieties and fears,
realigning our internal frequencies with the universe.
crimson dust settling softly upon the cobblestone street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful smooth sonic twist, dispersing every single ounce of heavy systemic morning mist. Bounce to the bassline, let the rhythm take the wheel tonight, healing the internal fractures until the arrival of morning light.
Release the heavy baggage,
Clutters up your tired mind,
leaving all the toxic.
manipulative people far behind,
True liberation is a gift from the divine creator above.
bathing our weary souls in unconditional, pristine love. Our combined voices break the oppressor's heavy chain,
Just crimson dust
floating in the air. Together through the wilderness we shall surely survive and care. Let the heartbeat rhythm sync with the universe. Crimson dust settling softly upon the cobblestone street,
transforming exactly how
our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
the mouth organ executes,
A delightful, smooth sonic, dispersing every single ounce wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. Heavy condensation beats upon the glass window pane, as I listen to the rhythmic drumming of the autumn rain.
Do not allow your perspective
To be permanently paralyzed by fear. Every environmental storm is temporary. Every cloud must disappear.
The voice of the Almighty
Is always standing remarkably near.
walk gracefully
Across the rocky paths that kneeling down upon this cold, unyielding sanctuary stone, incense smoke rising toward a hidden mahogany beam. I feel completely abandoned, shivering here alone, trapped inside the fragments of a terrifying dream.
My transgressions weigh heavily upon my
Fragile chest, searching frantically for a place to finally rest.
greetings, daughter. Look toward the Ethiopian mountain peak. The emperor sits majestically upon his golden throne.
He provides sustenance to the humble and the meek,
assuring the righteous
that they never walk alone.
the Lion of Judah
Shall scatter every wicked beast,
welcoming the faithful
to an everlasting spiritual feast.
My tears stain the fabric of my tattered velvet gown.
Lift your eyes, daughter, do not let your spirit look down.
Absorb the divine warmth of the morning star.
Zion blues echoing from the holy mountain heights, guiding the weary travelers safely through the night.
The smooth mouth organ weeps
For the sins of mankind, curing the ignorance that leaves the politicians blind.
Move your feet to this
Sacred, ancient heartbeat groove. Watch the mountains of oppression completely remove.
They sell false salvation inside their modern stone temples, trading the Creator's laws for material wealth and greed, making the simple paths look needlessly complex and central, ignoring the widows and the orphan
Children in need. But Rastafari wisdom shines brighter than any earthly crown. Chop down oppression in every corrupt global town. I sought artificial shelter within the valleys of sin, posing for cameras while my internal world decayed. Injecting dangerous poisons directly underneath my skin, paying the ultimate price for the foolish games I played. But your scriptural melody provides an unexpected tainted medicine, cleansing my consciousness from the darkness I was in. The tabernacle doors open as the trumpets blare. Put your absolute trust within the Almighty's care. Walking fearlessly across the valley of death. Zion blues echoing from the holy mountain heights, guiding the weary travelers safely through the night. Curing the ignorance that leaves the politicians blind. Move your feet to this sacred, ancient heartbeat groove. Watch the mountains of oppression completely removed. The covenant protect your eternal soul. I finally surrender my life to your control. One heart, one destiny, perfectly aligned. Leaving the horrors of Babylon far behind. No weapon formed against righteousness shall stand. Peace, Zion blues, washing over me. Total redemption, absolute tranquility. Let the spirit fly free like a white desert dove. Zion blues echoing from the holy mountain height, guiding the weary traveler safely through the night. The smooth-mouthed organ weeps for the sins of mankind, curing the ignorance that leaves the politicians blind. Move your feet to this sacred, ancient heartbeat groove. Watch the mountains of oppression completely removed. Kneeling down upon this cold, unyielding sanctuary stone, incense smoke rising toward a hidden mahogany beam. I feel completely abandoned, shivering here alone, trapped inside the fragments of a terrifying dream. My transgressions weigh heavily upon my fragile chest, searching frantically for a place to finally rest. Greetings, daughter Lepto, the Ethiopian mountain peak. The emperor sits majestically upon his golden throne. He provides sustenance to the humble. Wiping away these thick cosmetic products from my face, shedding the glamorous silk apparel that suffocated my lungs. Tired of performing choreography in their competitive race, biting the tip of my defensive sharp tongue.
My exposed skin feels incredibly chilly in the morning air
as I dismantle the artificial personas I used to wear.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability. For stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global system rewards deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear a corporate mask. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration,
shining brightly as a sovereign, pure creation.
My ribcage houses an unshielded, vibrating core.
Let the positive frequencies enter through your door,
shedding the protective armor
we constructed out of fear. Tropical side, breathing softly beneath the island's solar ray, curing the psychological damage of every industrial weekday. The mouth organ executes an unvarnished, authentic cry, lifting our collective spirits up into the open sky.
Stomp your bare feet to this minimal organic roots bounce,
as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
The colonial administrators distribute electronic illusions below, hoping to domesticate the wild instinctual nature of the youth.
But underground networks of consciousness continue to steadily grow,
armed with the primal weapon of absolute
biological truth.
The concrete skyscrapers of Babylon
shall crumble to the floor when human kindness replaces their insatiable lust for more.
I bartered my internal equilibrium for temporary mainstream fame,
posing for flashing lenses while suffocating from intense stress,
realizing too late that celebrity is just a dangerous game,
an engineered labyrinth of absolute loneliness.
but
A simple acoustic cadence provides an immediate salvation,
restoring my
contaminated spirit to its primary foundation.
Clay pottery baking under the scorching afternoon sun.
The liberation of your interior mind has already begun,
Walking proudly together
across the rocky coastline sand. Tropical side, breathing softly beneath the island's solar ray, curing the psychological damage of every industrial weekday. The mouth organ executes an unvarnished, authentic cry, lifting our collective spirits up into the open sky. Stomp your bare feet to this minimal organic roots bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
I am finally experiencing the state of absolute serenity.
True wealth is the amount to love you can openly give,
Discovering a magnificent
honest reason to live. Our unmasked voices break their psychological spells. Just a tropical sigh, standing firmly on the soil, avoiding their deceit. The unvarnished truth is all we possess. Tropical sigh, breathing softly beneath the island's solar ray, curing the psychological damage of every industrial weekday. The mouth organ executes an unvarnished, authentic cry, lifting our collective spirits up into the open sky. Stomp your bare feet to this minimal organic roots handkerchiefs dry on the balcony clothesline wire, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a solitary leafless oak tree. Replaying old audio tapes of a forgotten church choir, wondering if my captured spirit will ever be completely free. My throat feels so incredibly dry from shouting at an empty wall, as I wait in vain for a genuine, comforting telephone call. Patience, beloved daughter, through this earthly wilderness tour, every temporary tribulation carries a magnificent lesson within. Do not let your precious motivation become contaminated or poor. Keep your temple clean from the residual effects of systemic sin. The Creator provides ample sustenance to the humble and the meek, strengthening your fragile ankles when you feel exhausted and weak. A heavy sigh escapes from my tattered velvet gown. Lift your eyes toward the eastern horizon. Do not look down. Absorbing the supernatural, unfounding star, whisper and read, vibrating softly in the cool evening breeze, finding a deep spiritual solace underneath the palm trees. The mouth organ delivers a quiet, touching directly through the thick geopolitical hazy maze. Move your feet gently to this sacred ancient heartbeat pocket, locking our consciousness together like a beautiful golden locket. The political architects construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth, pocketing the tariffs while concealing what the Constitution forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated corporate supremacy yield. I used to seek temporary shelter within the valleys of excess, posing for media cameras while my internal stability decayed, realizing too late that celebrity is just an expensive mess, an addictive poison disguised as a game that I foolishly played. But your calm and acoustic cadence provides a therapeutic remedy, restoring my fractured consciousness to absolute biological harmony. Candle wax dripping slowly upon the wooden nightstand. Take my hand, sister, we will walk to the promised land, embracing the lessons that the universe has gracefully taught. Whisper and read, vibrating softly in the cool evening breeze, finding a deep spiritual solace underneath the palm trees. The mouth organ delivers a quiet, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical hazy maze. Move your feet gently to this sacred ancient heartbeat pocket, locking our consciousness together like a beautiful golden locket. Forgive yourself for the mistakes of the historical past, realizing that true happiness is found inside at last.
Let the negative thoughts completely evaporate away,
Welcoming the infinite beauty of a brand new day.
our
Combined resilience makes us exceptionally bold and strong. Just a whispering reed,
sudden blessing from Zion.
bringing permanent relief.
Music is the mystical key
That unlocks the interior door. A whispering reed, vibrating softly in the cool evening breeze. Finding a deep spiritual solace underneath the palm trees. The mouth organ delivers a quiet, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical hazy maze. Move your feet gently to the sacred ancient heartbeat pocket, locking our consciousness together like a beautiful golden locket. Damp handkerchiefs dry on the balcony clothesline wire, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a solitary leafless oak tree. Replaying old audio tapes of a forgotten church choir, wondering if my captured spirit will ever be completely free. My throat feels so incredibly dry from shouting at an empty wall, as I wait in vain for a genuine, comforting telephone call.
Patience, beloved daughter, through this earthly wilderness tour. Every temporary tribulation carries a magnificent lesson within. Do not let your precious motivation become contaminated or poor. Keep your temple clean from the
Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium halls, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical mistakes, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding concrete walls, hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn breaks. My internal voice feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow, like a trail of breadcrumbs that I can no longer safely follow.
Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline cannot be rewritten by your anxious mind. Do not allow temporary memories to bind your spirit so fast. True liberation requires leaving the ancestral ghost far behind. The universe expands toward the promise of a magnificent tomorrow. Do not become a permanent hostage to your psychological sorrow.
Disconnected communication lines buzzing in the dark room.
Reignite the smoldering embers, dispel the heavy gloom.
Navigating the vast labyrinth
Of this acoustic maze.
tribal echo, running through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting,
Predicting directly to the thick.
electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic
spacious dub pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else.
The broadcasting moguls distribute synthetic acoustic noise, hoping to distract the masses from the underlying structural truth. Selling cheap entertainment to the ghetto girls and boys, attempting to corrupt the vibrant energy of the righteous youth. But the authentic frequency of the roots music we amplify
shall pierce through their static and illuminate the global sky. I became an addict to the nostalgia of my prime calendar years, replaying old video clips of happiness inside my heavy head, drowning myself in a bucket of manufactured artificial fears, paralyzed completely on this unmade messy mattress bed.
But your echoing bassline fractures this emotional isolation self,
rescuing my consciousness from this self-imposed modern hell. Unsent telegrams dissolving underneath the pouring rain.
Let the infinite intelligence absorb your residual mental pain,
Realigning our auditory
perceptions
with the cosmos. Tribal echo running through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting,
cutting directly through the thick
electromagnetic hazy maze. Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic spacious dub pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else.
I finally hear the beautiful stillness
behind the driving rain.
The present moment is the only reality
that actually exists,
dispelling the historical phantoms from these
mental lists.
We break free
from the loop of our past eras. Just a tribal echo.
Stand still, daughter.
Discover your rightful spiritual place.
The sound of the future
is beginning to loudly ring. Oh, tribal echo running through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting,
cutting directly through the thick
electromagnetic hazy maze. Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic spacious dub pulse, proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else. Let the echoes fade into absolute silence now.
Your guidance over the global children.
Humbly bow. Sitting listlessly upon this rotten driftwood log today, watching the slate gray ocean swells collide against the shore. My optimistic aspirations have quietly drifted away. As I contemplate the items I can no longer restore, this fractured heart feels like a shipwrecked maritime hull, as the distant cries of lonely seabirds become entirely null.
Patience, traveling daughter, when the coastal winds howl loud, the internal compass must remain perfectly,
Beautifully aligned.
do not allow your perspective to be blanketed by a dark cloud, leaving the superficial attachments of their
Cities behind.
true sanctuary exists, where the salt water meets the sand, where the sovereign elements rejuvenate the exhausted
Land. Damp sea spray stinging my unbrushed eyelids now.
Let the refreshing breeze clear your furrowed brow.
Standing outside the boundaries of their industrial port, coastal grief dissolving slowly inside the oceanic foam, guiding the wandering homesick travelers safely back home.
The mouth organ executes a long sustained
Briny blues bend,
signaling that this era of emotional desolation
is approaching its end.
nod your head to this low register,
Maritime pockets
locking our destinies together.
like a heavy copper locket.
The naval administrators construct artificial harbor grids, hoping to restrict the geographical movement of the
Coastal youth,
pocketing the tariffs while concealing what the maritime law forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal
scriptural truth.
but natural tides possess an unstoppable defensive shield that will never to their automated corporate
Supremacy. I bartered my authentic identity for a sliver of mainstream applause, posing for flashing lenses while my interior stability died, violating every protective, intuitive, psychological law, buried underneath a mountain of unexpressed foolish pride. But this low-tempo coastal vibration offers an unexpected relief, an organic medicine that slowly diminishes my sharp grief. Tattered fishing nets drying underneath the twilight star.
Lift your eyes toward the horizon,
See who you truly are.
realigning our primal biological instincts with the sea.
Coastal grief dissolving slowly inside the oceanic foam, guiding the wandering homesick travelers safely back home.
The mouth organ executes a long sustained
Briny blues bend,
signaling that this
era of emotional desolation is approaching its end.
nod your head to this low register,
Maritime pocket
locking our
destinies together like a heavy copper locket. Disconnect your consciousness from their continental wire.
I can feel the resurrection of my interior fire,
Independence begins when the matrix is ignored,
finding a deep serenity that cannot be
bought or stored.
Our combined spiritual energy outlast their concrete towers.
Just coastal grief washing away into the blue.
Through the heaviest monsoons,
We shall surely survive. True,
let the shoreline
swallow our remaining worries. Coastal grief dissolving slowly inside the oceanic foam, guiding the wandering homesick travelers safely back home. The mouth organ executes a long sustained briny blues bend, signaling that this era of emotional desolation is approaching its end. Nod your head to the slow register, maritime pocket, locking our destinies together like a heavy copper locket.
Let it dissolve into the deep ocean tonight.
Sitting listlessly upon this rotting driftwood log today, watching the slate gray ocean swells collide against the shore. My optimistic aspirations have quietly drifted away as I contemplate the items I can no longer restore. This fractured heart feels like a shipwrecked maritime hull as the distant cries of lonely seabirds become entirely null.
Patience, traveling daughter, when the coastal winds howl out, the internal compass must remain perfectly, beautifully aligned. Do not allow your perspective to be blanketed by a dark cloud, leaving the superficial attachments of their cities behind. True sanctuary exists where the salt water meets the sand, where the sovereign elements rejuvenate the exhausted land. Dance.
Sitting listlessly upon this rotting driftwood log today, watching the slate gray ocean swells collide against the shore. My optimistic aspirations have quietly drifted away as I contemplate the items I can no longer restore.
This fractured heart feels like a shipwrecked maritime hull
as the distant cries of lonely seabirds become entirely null.
Patience, traveling daughter, when the coastal winds howl loud, the internal compass must remain perfectly, beautifully aligned. Do not allow your perspective to be blanketed by a dark cloud,
leaving the superficial attachments of their cities behind.
True sanctuary exists where the salt water
meets the sand,
where the sovereign elements
rejuvenate the exhausted land. Damp sea spray stinging my unbrushed eyelids now.
Let the refreshing breeze clear your furrowed brow.
Standing outside the boundaries of their industrial port, coastal grief dissolving slowly inside the oceanic foam, guiding the wandering homesick travelers safely back home. The mouth organ executes a long sustained briny blues bend,
signaling that this era of
emotional desolation is approaching its end. destinies together like a heavy copper locket.
The naval administrators construct artificial harbor grids, hoping to restrict the geographical movement of the coastal youth, pocketing the tariffs while concealing what the maritime law forbids,
trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth. But natural tides possess an unstoppable defensive shield that will never to their automated corporate supremacy yield. I bartered my authentic identity for a sliver of mainstream applause, posing for flashing lenses while my interior stability died, violating every protective, intuitive, psychological law, buried underneath a mountain of unexpressed foolish pride. But this low-tempo coastal vibration offers an unexpected relief, an organic medicine that slowly diminishes my sharp grief. Tattered fishing nets drying underneath the twilight star.
Lift your eyes toward the horizon,
see who you truly are,
realigning our primal biological instincts with the sea.
Coastal grief dissolving slowly inside the oceanic foam, guiding the wandering, homesick travelers safely back home. The mouth organ executes a long sustained briny blues bend, signaling that this era of emotional desolation is approaching its end.
Nod your head to this low register,
maritime pocket, locking our destinies together like a heavy copper locket.
From their continental wire, I can feel the resurrection of my interior fire.
True independence begins
when their matrix is ignored,
finding a deep serenity
that cannot be bought or stored.
I'll combine spiritual energy,
outlast
their concrete towers, just coastal grief, washing away into the blue. Through the heaviest monsoons we shall surely survive. True,
let the shoreline swallow our remaining worries.
Coastal grief dissolving slowly inside the oceanic foam, guiding the wandering, homesick travelers safely back home. The mouth organ executes a long sustained briny blues bend, signaling that this era of emotional desolation is approaching its end.
Nod your head to this
Low register maritime pocket, locking our destinies together like a heavy copper locket. Sitting listlessly upon this rotting driftwood log today, watching the slate gray ocean swells collide against the shore. My optimistic aspirations have quietly drifted away as I contemplate the items I can no longer restore. This fractured heart feels like a shipwrecked maritime hull, as the distant cries of lonely seabirds become entirely numb.
Patience, traveling daughter, when the winds howl loud, the internal compass must
shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical paint, exposing the raw, bleeding skin beneath the glamorous lace apparel. Tired of pretending to be a flawless plastic corporate saint, trapped inside this high society manufactured double barrel. The heavy diamond necklaces around my neck feel like iron shackles as I listen to the superficial audience's sarcastic cackles.
Welcome to the untamed wilderness, where the mountain foxes dwell, far away from their corrupt, automated financial marketplace grid. The natural ecosystem has a magnificent spiritual story to tell, revealing the cosmic mysteries that the clever downpresser hid. Eat the simple vegetation harvested from the volcanic mountain soil, resting your weary muscles from their exhausting, exploitative daily toil. Naked feet stepping onto the sharp volcanic gravel stones, watch the illusions of their artificial world break its bones, standing firmly together on the bedrock of absolute honesty. Wild sanctuary descending through the thickest forest canopy smoke, breaking the heavy psychological collar that the wicked system spoke. The mouth organ unleashes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream. Stomp your leather boot proudly to this minimal organic roots beat, reclaiming our primal divinity far away from their city street. The global technocrats manufacture electronic behavior modification pills, hoping to domesticate the wild revolutionary fire that burns inside, constructing mechanical surveillance towers across the Emerald Hills, withholding the natural heritage that the ancestors gracefully provided. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield. I bartered my authentic identity for a temporary mainstream title, posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed. Realizing too late that celebrity status is completely unvital, paying the ultimate price for the foolish games I previously played. But this muddy organic frequency offers an unexpected medicine, cleansing my consciousness from the darkness I was previously in. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching solar ray, cast your superficial modern anxieties completely away, realigning our primal biological
magical instincts with the celestial sky. Wild sanctuary descending through the thickest forest canopy smoke, breaking the heavy psychological collar that the wicked system spoke. The mouth organ unleashes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from the synthetic television dream. Stomp your leather boots proudly to this minimal organic roots beat, reclaiming our primal divinity far away from that city street. Erase the historical vanity that clutters your identity. I am finally experiencing a state of absolute serenity. True paradise is found within an uncorrupted, clean mind, leaving the plastic decorations of Babylon far behind. Our untamed voices shatter the governor's stone fortress wall. Just a wild sanctuary, stripping me completely bare. Absorb the pristine electricity within the mountain air. We are the sovereign children of the untamed wild. Wild sanctuary, descending through the thickest forest canopy smoke, breaking the heavy psychological collar that the wicked system spoke. The mouth organ unleashes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream. Stomp your leather boots proudly to this minimal organic roots beat, reclaiming our primal divinity far away from their city street. Shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical paint, exposing the raw, bleeding skin beneath the glamorous lace apparel. Tired of pretending to be a flawless plastic corporate saint, trapped inside this high society manufactured double barrel. The heavy diamond necklaces around my neck feel like I am. Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium halls, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical mistakes.
Whispering your name to the cold, unyielding concrete walls,
hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn breaks.
My internal voice
feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow, like a trail of breadcrumbs that I can no longer safely follow.
Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline cannot be written by your anxious mind. Do not allow temporary memories to bind your spirit so fast. True liberation requires leaving the ancestral ghost far behind. The universe expands toward the promise of a magnificent tomorrow. Do not become a permanent hostage to your psychological sorrow. Disconnected communication lines buzzing in the dark room. Reignite the smoldering embers, dispel the heavy gloom. Navigating the vast labyrinth of this acoustic maze. Tribal echo running through the deep canyons of historical time.
Searching for a vintage melody
that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting,
cutting directly through the thick
electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic
spacious dub pulse,
proving that spiritual
focus outlasts everything else.
The broadcasting moguls distribute synthetic acoustic noise,
hoping to distract the masses from the underlying structural truth.
Selling cheap entertainment to the ghetto girls and boys,
attempting to corrupt the vibrant energy of the righteous youth. But the authentic frequency of the roots music we amplify shall pierce through their static and illuminate the global sky.
I became an addict to the nostalgia of my prime calendar years, replaying old video clips of happiness inside my heavy head.
Drowning myself in a bucket of manufactured artificial fears, paralyzed completely on this unmade messy mattress bed.
But your echoing bassline fractures this emotional isolation cell,
rescuing my consciousness from the self-imposed modern hell. Unsent telegrams dissolving underneath the pouring rain. Let the infinite intelligence absorb your residual mental pain,
realigning our auditory perceptions with the cosmos.
Tribal echo running through the deep canyons of historical time,
searching for a vintage melody
that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting, cutting directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic
spacious dub pulse,
proving that spiritual focus
outlast everything else.
Your brain.
I finally hear the beautiful stillness behind the driving rain.
The present moment is the only reality
that actually exists,
dispelling the historical phantoms
from these mental lists. We break free from the loop of our past errors. Just a tribal echo.
Stand still, daughter.
Discover your rightful spiritual place. The sound of the future is beginning to loudly ring. Tribal echo running through the deep canyons of historical time,
searching for a vintage melody
that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting, cutting directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze.
Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic spacious dub pulse,
proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else.
guidance over the global children humbly bow. Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium halls, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical mistakes, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding concrete walls. Hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn breaks. My internal voice feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow.